represent you, or that's gonna come holler at you. Like if you got something, I'll wear your stuff faster and quicker than I wear some Nike or Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Nike or Jordan don't care. Y'all spend all that money, and they not even they not representing y'all. You feel me? So I was told a long time ago to wear your own stuff. So I've been wearing my own stuff since 1994. So and then I came out to my boxing name is K9. When I first got my first time to fight on a reality show, shows are in style. My name, my boxing name K9. So what did I do on camera? Huh? But what did I do? My name is K9. What y'all think I did? Started barking, right? So I pushed the brand. That's how a lot of people know. They were able to know who I was. So from there on out, man, I was viewed in 2006. I was viewed by no less than 30 billion people. 30 billion. You hear me? So, and that's just the glory of God. You know what I mean? So, y'all, hey, I ain't here to talk y'all to death, man, but I'm telling you, Jesus Christ is the way. And, your circumstances might not be the greatest. You know what I mean? You might be going through something. But don't let that stop you. My mama, you know what I'm saying, she was alcoholic. I never saw my dad. I don't even know what my dad looked like, none of that, you know what I mean? And I still became a world champ. I didn't let that stop me from doing nothing in life. Came from this same neighborhood right here, West Side, you hear me? I stayed on Linwood, and Linwood and Blaine. I moved from Linwood and Blaine to Dexter and Blaine. I went from Dexter and Blaine to getting evicted. Me and my mama got evicted, and I remember. My trophies, all my trophies I won from amateur boxing, I fought for Adam Buster Recreation Center. Man, the lady, she moved and I lost all my trophies. So the best trophy I could get, though, was this right here. You see, y'all, let y'all see this trophy. This right here. Now, this trophy is such
Yeah, come on over here.
This trophy right here is such a great trophy that when I took the picture with Mike Tyson, he wasn't even looking at me, he was looking at the belt like, whoa. He said, boy, you're a world champion. And God is so good that he had blessed me just to get one, though. Two of
Put
them.
that jump rope down, my brother. It's kind of heavy, huh? It's kind of heavy.
He blessed me to get two of them. So now, let me ask y'all a question. And whoever get this right, you know what I mean? Coach gonna give him some hand wraps from me. Who's the #1 boxer in Detroit history?
Isn't it your favorite boxer?
Hmm?
His favorite boxer?
Not my favorite.
Joe Louis? Woo, that's a good one. We're gonna tell you in a minute. That's a good one. Hey, you might be right. Anybody else got a guess?
Grown-ups count?
Who?
I said the grown-ups count?
Yeah, go on, count.
South America?
Woo, he might be right. Hey, between Joe Louis, who said Joe Louis? He said Tommy Hearns.
So about,
Huh?
Cornelius K9 Brundage.
He right. He right. He get the hand wraps. So did y'all know I was the #1 boxer in Detroit history? Did you know that? You didn't know that, did you? You didn't know that. Now, Tommy Hearns would be #1, or Joe Louis, or Floyd Mayweather. Now remember, we said out of Detroit, the #1 boxer out of Michigan is Floyd Mayweather. Tommy Hearns was originally born, I think, in Georgia. Joe Louis, I don't know where he was originally. Alabama. See, there you go. But guess who was born in Detroit?
You.
Hey, where y'all born from? Where y'all born at? Detroit. So y'all gotta break my record. Y'all gotta be #1. Today I'm who #1? You.
Cornelius K9 Brundage.
That's right.
Bill, tell about when he was on TV.
Yeah, that was when I was telling about the Contender.
Yeah.
How I sold the brand. I was like, you know what? I had just got stopped on TV. TKO, right? I said, I'm gonna put God first. And every time the camera on me, I was barking. It was like, and I had a shirt, you know what the shirt said? K9. And it said this too though. Don't bark if you can't bite. Because a lot of them be doing all this. They don't be doing all this. So I just sold the brand, but at the end of the day though, I made sure I kept God first because losing your first fight, that's when it's gonna really start. You know what I mean? So you get in that ring for the very first time, and boom, you get hurt real bad. That's gonna show what kind of person you are. If you gonna come back and fight again. When I first started boxing, man, I started to say, forget boxing. I said, man, these guys hitting back. They hitting back. But guess what? I hung in there. And the guy I was boxing with, Stop boxing. And I hung in there. So, you know, life gonna be hard, you know what I mean? But you gotta hang in there, especially if it's something positive and you know you can do it. I mean, come on, man, I wasn't supposed to be here. Now, I grew up kind of bad, you know? Because I didn't have no role models, no leaders. My role models was the streets. Because I heard it was about the streets. Every time I did something bad, the streets was like this to me. And I'm like, okay, this must be right. But then I got caught with 45 rocks. And did 2 weeks in the county jail and was like, oh, something ain't right. He's I'm gonna be in here. And then somebody gonna be my girlfriend. So I said, nah, I don't wanna be out here. And I've been married, and I've been faithful to my wife for 17 years.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I don't cheat, none of that. Hey. So, you know, just be able to say you can do something, you know what I mean, that you can say that you can do something that's real bad. I mean, how many of y'all can say you never smoked weed before? Raise your hand. See that? That's great. That's great. You know what I'm saying? If you did it before, at least you honest. At least you honest. The one patches over the back for the ones that's honest. And he could have put his hands up. You know that balance. Yeah. But I can't say I never smoked weed before, because I did. You know what I mean? I can't say I never sold drugs before, because I did. You know? But you know what I said? I'm gonna be able to say I never committed adultery. That's something. You know, that's a story. So I never committed adultery. I cheated before. You know what I mean? I was married, you know, because, you know, I ain't had God in my life. But I always said that once I got married, it was over.
So, Champ, how does that, not to cut you off.
I know you know it's all good.
How does it feel to get that first championship done? I mean, honestly, how does it feel?
Now, to be honest with you, since I wasn't a street guy no more, it didn't kick in. Even to this day, like, it really don't kick in. I mean, now, if I was still smoking weed up, what happened to tell me the world? What? Now y'all can't tell me nothing. Ah! That, you know what I mean? Because that's how they talk when they hit that blunt, you know? You hit that. If you ain't got no weed, man, I don't feel like playing basketball. Hit that blunt. Man, check out! What y'all want to do? And y'all know people like that. You know what I mean? Because we got people in our family that be just like that. You ain't got that blunt, so that's why she laughing. See that? We know we got people like that. So, you know, man, when I got the bell, it was like, I just knew I wasn't going to be broke no more. I knew I wasn't going to be starving. I knew that my life was going to change. That was just it. And I made sure I did just like this. I said, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Because I know if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't want no world title. Because styles make fights. God have mercy on me. I ain't the greatest boxer in the world. We don't know who the greatest. We got our picks. We think, you know what I mean? You can say who you think the greatest is. I can't argue with you. That's your opinion. You can say who you feel like the greatest is. That's your opinion. You know what I mean? But, man, listen. I only had 10 amateur fights. So for me, only had 10 amateur fights. It is hard to become a world champion. I turned pro at 21. Can anybody guess? I got hand wraps for you. Anybody guess how long it took me to become a world champion? How many years later? See,
I'ma say
Go say it.
10.
10? Okay, I'm gonna let you know in a minute. I don't want to start saying yes or no, because then they're gonna start guessing.
When did you turn pro?
I turned pro. That's another question. You tell me. See, you gotta do your homework. You gotta tell me.
Wait, how old are you now?
I'm 50. 50. Yeah. 50. Yeah. Thank you. I be 13. We gonna see. Huh? 7.
5.
5. Okay. Huh? Now, remember now. You said what? You said
9.
9.
5.
5.
No, what you say, no?
6. I think somebody right. Somebody right out there. Somebody might be right. 15. Dang, you like 15. Whoa. 20. Any more? Huh? Mike's the one. He should want to know it. He should know.
No, you disqualified. You disqualified.
All right. Okay. Let me tell you how long it took.
I was gonna say 7.
Who's the
Huh?
closest?
I was gonna say 7.
7. Okay. You can still say what he said, huh? Okay. So, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay. Now, I only had 10 amateur fights.
10 amateur.
So me only having 10 amateur fights, it was gonna be hard to be able to beat a Floyd Mayweather and somebody that's been actually doing it for a long, long time, Tommy Hearns, all them guys, they had 100-some amateur fights. So I got to ring with them. My bout there would have been easy for them. So it took me a long time. Somebody said 7, somebody said 11, somebody said 5. I turned pro at 21. I won my world title. This is gonna let you know how perseverance and how you never give up. I won my world title 16 years later. 16 years later. So you can't tell me I was still like this. I was like Forrest Gump. I kept going. I never stopped. So y'all should never give up. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong. If I would knew, if God would say, look, man, it's going to take you 16 years, I'd have said, oh, God, I'm done. Okay? Give me something else to do.
What made you keep going, champ? What made you, I mean, because like I tell them, in the ring, it's like a birthday party and a funeral at the same time. The funeral is the person that loses, and the birthday party is the person that wins.
Yeah.
But the real champ, after they lose, show back up to the ring. What kept you going?
I knew once I lost that first fight that really wasn't me. And at the end of the day, I knew I was better than that. I knew that whatever I put my mind to, I could be the best at it. And whatever I did and I put my mind to it, I was always the best at it. And I knew that wasn't me. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to see how far I can go. Man, when I lost my first fight, it was bad, y'all. You hear me? I'm talking about, my promoter told me I would give you $10,000 for a first round knockout. Let me rewind that. He told me he's gonna give you $10,000 for a first round knockout. So I'm getting $10,000. Plus, if I knock him out in the first round, I get another $10,000. It's on TV. Oh man, ding, ding, ding. Boom, boom. He dropped me, I dropped him. Now, I was no woozy. So he hit me. I fell, got back up, fell again. The whole hood was laughing at me. I remember when I was on the basketball court and I was telling the young man, I was like, man, what's up? You know what I mean? He said, that's why you got knocked out. It was bad for me. You hear me? I was doing real bad, bro.
Remember I was telling y'all about Joe Louis when he lost to Max Schmeling? How he was all by himself. Remember I was talking to y'all about that?
Yeah.
He was all by himself. He kept going to the gym and going to the gym. See, like I said, when people say, they talk about you.
Yeah.
But you just have to keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on. Your success, see, success is a journey. As long as you continue on towards a journey, you are a success. These are the fruits of success. Jewelry, diamond, cars, those are the fruits of success. Go ahead, Pierre.
I got a question.
Yeah.
We were watching the boxing match between Corey Speed.
Yeah.
My son was looking at like the physique, man. He was whoa.
Oh yeah. I still got it. Well, hey, I still got it.
What's the training habit?
Yeah. Oh man. So I was told that if I lift weights when I was 11 years old, it would stunt my growth. So I started doing push-ups every day. Now, real talk. If the Guinness Book of Records would have been following me from when I was 11 years old to 14 years old, I don't believe no kid did more push-ups than me. Ever. I did 1,000 push-ups a day, every day, from 11 years old to 14. 1,000 every day. I mean, you think you can do 1,000 every day? How old are you? 7. Oh, well, you still got time. How old are you? 7. Oh, yeah, y'all.
Excuse me, chap. Ryan, you want to hold that
10?
belt? Ryan, you want to hold that belt?
Yeah. Hey, so, listen, from 11 to 14, bro, 1,000 push-ups a day. I might have did more than that.
Ooh, 1,000.
Maybe a little less here and there, but
I just asked y'all for 100.
man, that's how I was every day.
1,000.
And now look, one thing, that's why I say it's so important, like if you ain't got a dad, it's good to have a role model, somebody that can teach you the right way. Because I was doing 1,000 push-ups every day, but look how one arm is longer than the other one. Because I was doing halfways. I wasn't doing all the way up. Halfways made it where I could do 1,000. If I would have been doing them like this, I would have did 1,000 every day. I'd have been stopped. But it was easy. I'm hitting 70, 80, 100, 20 here, 50 here.
And for the ladies in the room, we always talk about how important it is to have a father in the household and all that. See these 2 pictures right here? That's the greatest person I've ever met in my entire life. Above you, champ. That's my grandmother, Vera Reed.
Yes.
That's my mother, Deborah Russian. This is, of course, my superhero, Brianna Ross. Yeah. These 3 ladies, they just, and I put my wife's picture up there as well. But without them 2, I would not be standing here the man I am today. Without them 2, especially this one, the greatest person I've met in my life. So, just because it's not a father in the house, the mom could always, or the grandmother can always step up and be like, look,
Yeah.
you gonna be great, period. So, I was blessed from that. So,
Yeah.
go ahead, Champ. I just
No,
like
yeah,
to
no.
reiterate that.
That's a good point. That's a good point. You need somebody you can look up to that's doing the right things and that's positive that you can learn from. My grandmama was telling me about God, and I'm like, Grandmama. One day I was like, Grandmama, tell me more, and I was listening, I was understanding, I was getting. Well, my cousins and them smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, laughing like it wasn't real. They all ended up in jail. I ended up being a world champion because I was paying attention. I was listening. So don't think the streets love you. The streets do not love you, bro. They want you to follow what the fashion is. You know, skinny jeans and style. You know what I mean? Guys wearing 2 earrings. You know, sagging your pants. You know, if you ever see me sagging, it's because I got too much stuff in my pocket, like a phone, this and that. But I'm trying to flip my pants this way so I don't sag. I don't do none of that stuff. I'm a leader. I've always been a leader.
Showcase jump rope from the sagging.
You should know you can't. So I'm telling you, man, y'all can do it. I'm telling you, I'm a prime example. So on career day, when the police officers used to come up there to my school or FBI used to come to my school, I used to be like, it's too far-fetched. It didn't seem real, you know. I'm real. This really can happen for you. You can really be world champion. And not just in boxing. You forget being a boxer. You can be world champion or whatever you want to do. But boxing is the key. Boxing, everything in life is a fight. You use this right here to get you to where you're going. If you can do the boxing, you can do anything. So that when you're out, good to see you. James left in the building. We used to spar all the time. That's my dog right there. Yeah. But yeah, just use this as an avenue, you know what I mean, to get to where you're going. If you be real bad, you keep going with it. Even if you don't be real good at it, keep going with it. You gotta still do the boxing training because the boxing training is gonna give you discipline. You can't be in there sparring and be the best and be hitting blunts. I had to leave the blunts alone. I couldn't be drinking and thinking I'm about to be the best. I had to leave the drinking alone. I left all that stuff alone. I left it all alone. And women, you can't be with a girl, this girl, that girl, and be the champion of the world. That take all your energy. So that gave me a lot of discipline.
Champ, what about people who try to keep you from the gym, like your friends, who you think your friends, trying to keep you from the gym, who tell you ain't never gonna be nobody, what you do with those people?
Oh man, listen, them guys right there, if they ain't going to the gym with me, I'll stop hanging with them because most likely all they want to do really is smoke and drink. So if they smoking and drinking, I'm going to the gym, I'm not gonna smoke and drink, or I'm gonna go to the gym. I want to be a boxer. They don't want to be boxers. Their career is whatever they want to do. They want to smoke, don't want to be nothing. I want to be something. And don't get me wrong, it's gonna be hard, bro. And trust me, I relapsed a lot of times, but I always got back up. You know, a baby fall, what would a baby do?
Cry.
Get right back up. I always get back up. And James Lester, he been there. We both been there. I always got up. I was looked at as a guy that wasn't gonna be able to do nothing. I didn't have a, you wouldn't think you looked at me like, oh, he ain't gonna, they laughed at me because I didn't have the amateur experience. Like, he almost went to the Olympics. You know what I mean? So he was supposed to do it. But because of the I think the little he caught a cold. Some bull crap happened in his situation. Well, what do you know him? You catch a cold and you take some medicine and they say you dirty. I know, it's medicine.
I mean, they say drugs in your system.
Drugs in the system,
but like I say, they don't look at the cold medicine. I
Yeah.
mean, you could eat a burger with sesame seeds in it, and that can come across as some type of drug in your system.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful of what you eat.
Yeah. I never trust them. I don't, man, the world, I don't trust them. When they give my sample, you gotta drop, I don't trust them. I be like, they would call back and say, oh, he's dirty. You know what I mean? So I thank God that they never did me like that, because they could have. Look how I'm all big like this. I knew he was taking some steroids or something. Man, I did 1,000 push-ups every day, since 11 years old to 14. But you know, at the end of the day though, my whole thing with the belts and all that stuff don't mean nothing to me like that. It don't mean nothing to me where I walk around. I wasn't listening. Being champion of the world, I could have been in the club. I could have had this girl, that girl. I saw some real bankrolls. I'm talking about bankrolls. In my career, I made millions of dollars. I never was nowhere like this. What making it rain? I never been in a strip club, none of that stuff. You know what I mean? I always stay humble with it. You know what I mean? That stuff don't mean nothing. My whole thing is to see the next person to get it. That's just for you to see it and be like, man, I'm about to become a world champ. When I was in the hood and I was caught up in the streets, my boy used to tell me about Derek Coleman and who he hung out with. He like, man, I was with Allen Iverson and we did this. So that got me to see further in the hood. Because a lot of guys go from the hood to the mall and back to the hood. I was able to see before social media, I was able to listen to his story, and that made me push more. Like, man, I gotta get out there with Allen Iverson now. I gotta get out there, you know what I mean? I looked past the hood. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was in the hood, I saw past the hood through the conversations. So so y'all gotta look at that and talk. And James and Coach Ross, y'all gotta use them as an avenue because they telling you some real stuff. You know what I mean? He been around for real. The coach is a real one because look, he was. Many days he was here, wasn't getting paid for this or none of that, was just always here. That's real. You know what I'm saying? So don't think just the bell is just to get your attention. Even if I didn't get the bell, I was always a champion. You always a champion when you give it all you got, and then that's all you can give, you a champion. Me coming up in here, talking to y'all, and you know what I mean? Well, I brought that just to get your attention, but I'm a champion, whether you think I'm one or not. You're a champion, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the belt. Man, that stuff will come and go.
If you're mad, now, I always remember one thing about the champ. He always was telling me, say, when you spar 3 rounds, you have to read 3 rounds.
Oh.
That's why I continuously have book drives in here.
Yeah.
He's the inspiration for that.
Yeah.
I remember I had books all along there and everything
Yeah.
before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Because when you read, that's the most powerful thing. What's the most powerful thing you can do?
Read.
I can't hear you. It's the most powerful thing you can do. And then you see how it implements into boxing.
Yeah.
You say, what do you say? What do you say when you spar 3 rounds, you read 3 rounds, and why you do that, champ?
Oh, because listen, boxing, you get hit in the head. You lose brain cells, get hit in the head. So I used to always walk and read after I trained to make sure my brain cells were working. I wanted to, so let's say for instance, me and him, we gonna fight next Saturday, right? So he jump rope 3 rounds, I jump rope 3 rounds. He hit the bag, I hit the bag, he leave, I walk and read for 5 minutes. Walking and reading 2 things at one time. The next day he come hit the bag, I hit the bag, he jump rope, I jump rope. He do pad work, I do pad work, he leave, I walk and read for 5 minutes. The next day, we do the same thing. He jump rope, I jump rope, he hit the bag, I hit the bag, he do pad work, I do pad work, he leave, I walk and read for 5 minutes. By the time it's time for me and him to fight, we both tired. But guess what? He's saying to himself, I'm just gonna throw this bomb right here. And I'm saying to this because my brain is way sharper than his. When he tired, he go home. When I'm tired, I still walk and read. So he like this, I'm just gonna throw this bomb at him. And I'm saying to myself, as soon as he throw this bomb, I'm gonna hit him in the head with his right hand, then I'm gonna hit him with uppercut, and I'm gonna hit him with the double jab, and so he, boom, 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 and I knock him out. Because my brain way stronger than his. Because I walk and read when I'm tired. See, the enemy came at you when you're tired. That's why the best workout you can do is read. Walking and reading, or sitting down and reading is good too, both of them. But when you sit down and reading, do that when you study. It's hard to walk and read and study. I don't even want you too much to try to process it. Just read the words and keep going. I used to walk and read, after I sparred 15 rounds, I used to walk and read for 2 hours straight. 2 hours. So when I'm tired, I still have this left. That's important. When you tired, walk and read. The brain control the body. I'm telling you, the brain control the body. And I got that from God. I'm telling you, that works. If it's somebody you're sparring with and you want to really get them, man, listen, watch everything you do. Yeah. But he ain't walking reading. Walk and read. You know what I'm saying? Build your brain up. Because one thing about it, the walk and read, what the walk and read did for me, it made your yes be yes and your no be no. The Bible says your yes be yes and your no be no. When you say, man, I'm done with I'm giving you an example. Man, I'm through with smoking weed. I'm done with it. You know what the devil gonna do? He gonna have somebody knock at your door. It's my birthday, boy. You got that good kush. Huh? What up? So you don't say what you gonna do. Just do it. Like the commercial, like Nike. Just do it. Just do it. But that walking and reading to this day, I'm 50 years old. You know what I do? Especially in the summertime. I got my Bible. I walk it out, and God said, "Let there be light," and it was so. And I'm not necessarily studying at that point in time. I'm just doing it for my mental, for my brain to be sharp. You know what I mean? But like I say, when you want to process it, it's I believe when you want to process it, it's better to sit down and read because you can process it better. Yeah.
See, this what real champions do. They come and talk to you people.
Yeah.
This is what real champions do.
Right.
See, this is the difference between, listen to me, this is a little financial literacy for y'all. It's the difference between being rich and being wealthy. When you're rich, it's like, look at me, look at me, look at my car, look at me, look at me, look at me. But when you're wealthy, you can look out for others and still take care of yourself and your family. That's wealthy.
Yeah.
That's wealthy. He can take the time out of his busy schedule. He has podcasts. He's our people grabbing at him all the time. He still take the time out to come talk to you people, to inspire you, talk to you, whatever. That's wealthy.
Yeah.
That's wealthy. Like you say, greatest Detroit boxer of all time is right here.
Yeah.
Detroit boxer of all time.
Number one in boxing history.
Number one in boxing history.
Yeah,
Two-time
right.
world champion.
Right. Because remember, the greatest can be whoever you say the greatest is. But on paper, I am number one of all time.
Anybody got any questions for the champ?